This is weird, isn't it? You know, this is kind of like, when you and your friends are walking, or actually, let me one up it. Like you and acquaintance, like somebody from your job, you guys say goodbye to each other, but then you find yourselves at the same time walking the same way, going out the same door. Your cars park right next to each other.
Real awkward. How many times did you say goodbye? Probably at least 4 or 5. Oh, hey, bye again.
Yeah, exactly. You got to come up with some clever. You got to come up with some clever in betweens. Like, oh, look at us. You know, hey, we've been there for a while. Am I right? But seriously, I'll see you later. That's kind of what this feels like because, we did our Thursday show. We did our goodbye show, and I think it was grand. Although it might be being removed from YouTube soon via us because we want to make sure we don't catch that third thing. So I'm not going to say too much about that. Yeah, don't. How dare you?
Hey.
Actually, I'm going to make it private right after this. And this. What is this? This is just a little quick. Don't expect this to be a show. This is just for. This is for all of our people who've been with us on this journey. This isn't to attract any new people. This isn't. This really is kind of just for me and kind of Kimmy too.
The corners in the cobweb.
Right. We've been, stuck studios. We're closing our doors, as they say. And we've spoken about this on the episode prior, but usually right about now, I would be ending my prep, maybe taking my few last final rips before we go live. But tonight is a little different story. Tonight. Instead of prepping, I'm packing. Well, except tonight.
He still did his few little rips.
I still, yeah, of course. I'll still do the rips, but it's a different vibe. And when I got into the studio, I was like, man, I just feel like it would be cool just to kind of give like an official, final, just Josh send off because this studio has been a part of a few different things throughout. Yeah, first being a music studio, for some of my songs that maybe you've heard on here, then kind of turning over to becoming a podcast when I was a little down in the dumps and started re-podcasting. And this studio, we've been doing this whole podcasting thing for about 3 years. So, Stuck Studios, Mornings at Night. We started Mornings at Night back in March 2019. So over 3 years ago. What's funny is one of the first 2 episodes of Mornings at Night, Eli was on. Eli was a part of. Who's that?
What about Mike and Duke?
They're part of Mornings at. I'm not. You're being a bad interrupter right now. Like I said, let me bring Kimmy on because she's been through all the iterations of these studio shows. Maybe she'll remember a thing or two. I'm gonna shock her on a few of the amount of guests we had and like maybe go over who you think the top amount of returning guests were. I have some numbers that are going to shock you.
Okay, never mind.
Okay, well, he's cool, but he was only on one time. But 3 years in studio, Mornings at Night began this whole what this is in March 2019, as I was telling you. Eli was on like the second or third episode. We started on Facebook, and on the episode that Eli was on, also Wendy the Slow Adult, a.k.a. Wendy the Retard from the Howard Stern Show, called in. Mike happened to be friends with her, like not like friends, but just like random passerbys on Facebook, and she saw the live for whatever reason and called into the number, and like we spoke with Wendy the Retard for like, I don't even think Eli knew what was going on. Where like me and Duke were like, and Mike were like, oh my God, I can't believe we're freaking talking to actual Wendy. So fast forward not too long. And these 2 dates are kind of surprising, but March 2019, Mornings at Night was a thing. Fast forward to about September 30th of that same year. And that's when Stuck in the Middle started. So we started about September 2019, which oddly enough, we're just about a month away from that.
Ask questions of the how we got to
Well,
that.
as long as it's in the time frame in which I'm discussing. Don't be jumping forward or backwards. And careful of that cord.
Oh.
You already pulled the whole studio down before we went on.
Okay, so we went. Okay, so we had Duke, Mike, and Eli on the side.
What's this we shit?
We.
Oh, yeah.
We. That's French for yes.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay. Got you.
So, where did we go from there?
Well, I just said that. So, Stuck in the Middle began September 2019 because of some things going on with Mornings at Night at the time. So there was 2 shows going on back to back. Not much longer. I think before the beginning of COVID, Mornings at Night only made it to about episode number 45. And that's when Stuck in the Middle became full-time. So Stuck in the Middle was going and going and going. The next major event in Stuck in the Middle's career was Adam leaving.
Oh, yeah.
Adam lasted until about Stuck in the Middle.
He fell asleep and fell off a chair, and we couldn't get him back up.
There was many funny things with Adam throughout that time. But
never could get him back
if you remember correctly, the first Stuck in the Middle was 2019. In the beginning of that same year, so September, October, November, December, January is when COVID first started really popping off. All was well, I think, for almost a year until I went to New York. And when I went to New York in December of 2020, I caught COVID. And when we got back, that's when Adam didn't want to come on anymore. It was almost because of COVID. So he made it to about 76, which, there's about 52. We did a little more than that.
We're leaving out a whole bunch of details about how and where we got to where we're at. But
no, we're not. People know all that. I'm just kind of giving some some time. I'm not trying to take a fucking whole mission on this. Yeah.
I'm the one that was like, okay.
Okay. Well, okay. If you could ask one question right now, what would it be? Because maybe I can't look at the chat because I'm not trying to make this a long time out of respect for everything we did for the last show and stuff like that. But I just felt compelled to come on and just kind of give the studio a farewell send off. So far with what I've spoke about, you were like, well, we missed out a lot. So one thing, what do you think I've missed out so far?
What is the official reason that we went from Mornings at Night to Stuck in the Middle?
Okay, so you're definitely, I guess you could play a new audience. I would treat you as somebody who's just tuning in for the first time, meaning you're asking that type of question, because I know you really know, but the reason why Stuck in the Middle's formed was because Mornings at Night started to poo-poo on political talk. Dissenting political talk, meaning, you're going against, or, you're going against what I say,
it was on
so
a
F you.
Spiral.
It was on a downward spiral just because people didn't like certain things. And then when you tell other people they don't like something, that person might find that a weakness and play on that weakness and just kind of berate you because you don't like it. And also there'd be some facts to it. But are you good? Anything else?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. So Adam leaves Stuck in the Middle, 76. Eli and I rode solo for quite some time until Cranston came along for Stuck in the Middle number 99. And that's when we tried out our second, third mic. Exactly. And during Cranston is when Stuck in the Middle tried to go to a more weekly show. We changed ourselves to Stuck at Night, which began August 16th, 2021. And what I did miss is when Stuck in the Middle first started streaming, we were on Facebook. It wasn't until January 25th, 2021, after Adam left, and pretty much one of our first shows back, we decided to start streaming on YouTube. So we've only been streaming on YouTube just for about a year and a half, give or take a few. So Stuck at Night started August 16th, 2021, which is we're about 15 days shy. We're 2 weeks shy of our 1 year anniversary for Stuck at Night. So we're going to miss that while we're off.
Aww.
More on that soon. But it's been a year and a half.
Okay, so then Cranston and then
Cranston, I didn't get when all that happened because we stopped putting people in the titles of the episode. So, for instance, I went through and I was interested to see in our, was it 20 in September, in our almost 3 years as a show, I was like, how many guests have we had? And we've had over 20 guests, 20 individual guests.
Lou never came on, did he?
He came on once.
He did?
Yes. Who do you think when Enter the Crown came on? Lou, Paul,
Ron.
and Jesse came on. From Enter the Crown. Hang on a second. You're just doing your own thing right now. You're trying to figure out stuff for you. I'm trying to get a little more broad. Who do you think our most guest or our most reoccurring guest was?
Brock.
Yes. By how much?
No doubt.
No doubt. Yeah, you're correct.
75% easily.
Brock, from what I could gather, was on 34 shows. And at some point, I stopped adding his name or a lot of guest name in the title just because it left little room for a more detailed title. So that was just from what I could gather.
Thank
That's
you,
34.
Brock. Awesome.
Who do you think was number 2?
The Weed Guys.
The Weed Guys. Dude, you're spot on. The Trop D Boys.
The Weed Guys.
The Weed Guys. The Weed Guys. Yeah. The Trop D Boys got about 8 episodes. So in first place of the most guests was Brock at 34 episodes.
Nice.
Then you start to go down. Trop D Boys number in second place with 8 episodes.
Okay.
Who do you think was in number 3? No. You can't make that. No. And it's a rough count, but it was Brian Lupo. Brian Lupo, Cannabis Conservative, was our third most guest.
Okay. He's another week.
Tied up right there with Panjo at 6 episodes, Benjamin Sweet. Ivan L. coming in at 4 episodes. And Mike Rich with 3 episodes.
Mike Rich and Panjo, where y'all at?
And other than that, it was just kind of one-offs. Rams got 2 episodes. Alizar got 2 episodes. We had Chris for the conspiracy episode. We had 2 episodes with Duke, 1 episode with Marcus, 2 episodes with Scott, 1 with Brandon, 1 with Randy.
When did you have episodes with Marcus?
We did. We had 1 with Marcus and Scott.
Oh, they were over.
No, they were in studio.
Marcus came?
Yeah, I was very surprised. I went through all the guests.
Where was I at?
I didn't write it down. You were here, obviously, somewhere.
I don't remember seeing Marcus. Where you at, Marcus?
Well, that's not my problem. That's your problem. You're the one who didn't remember seeing Marcus.
Oh,
I saw Marcus with my own ears. Okay?
I didn't see you with my ears.
So 20 guests in 3 years. It's not the best, but
It's not the worst.
Just to think about of how many, and like some of those guests were people we've never met before. Some of those people we're no longer friends with. We're like, I'm like, how dare I let them inside my house? They've said a bunch of shit behind my back. Other people are like, yeah, whatever. We tried. It didn't work out, but I thought that was interesting.
What about all the female guests?
Oh my God. So yeah, I left out Adriana.
Female.
See,
She's not the only one though.
Well, and the other girl, Nicole, but she's in there.
She's not the only one.
Yes,
either.
she is. Nicole and Adriana. Who else?
We've had some girlfriend ones that didn't work out so well.
I don't think Kiana was ever on.
Not okay.
Lisa, I don't think Lisa ever came on a Stuck at Night episode.
Well, what?
Maybe she was on a post show.
Oh, maybe so.
See, so like there's more guests. We have at least 20. Okay, so
Yes.
I was just trying to give all those guests an applaud, especially our top 5.
Adriana, and then what was the second one you said? Second female one?
Nicole, she was on the Don't Fear the Reaper episode. Yeah, we're no longer friends. Yeah, we're whatever.
Forget Nicole.
And then we had her husband on the week prior, Justin Roach. That was just like a total Eli
Oh, I thought Mike
move.
was her husband.
No.
I'm
Mike?
thinking of a different Nicole then.
Yeah, you're thinking of Crazy Cuban Nicole.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is Nicole R. I mean, yeah, it's in public record, so we're not speaking out of turn here, but yeah, people don't like, and now the bummer is going up to Gainesville, moving out of this, let me go back to the wide shot here, moving out of this lovely studio, almost all of those people I'm never going to be able to have on or talk to again, because besides Brock, Mr. 34, that man, I know that man will be zooming in. Trop D Boys, they're finally starting to, Trop D Boys, by the way, they're finally starting to set up a video version of their show, which means hopefully in the near future, we'll be able to zoom in and stuff like
You
that.
don't think Brock will come see us?
Dude, I don't think anybody's going to come see us.
got
It's
an
5
extra
hours away.
bedroom.
We got an extra bedroom that's 5 hours away. Nobody wants to drive that far. Nobody.
Or
I don't
just
blame them.
Zoom.
I barely drive 15 minutes to see somebody.
This is true.
Who the fuck's going to drive 5 hours to see somebody?
Somebody might.
Not
All
me.
All right.
You know, and especially all the more random guests.
So
Hey, we just met you. You mind driving
All right,
5 hours?
Zoom.
No, you talk. It's your show. Go ahead.
All right, that's right.
Yep.
That's what I was thinking.
No problem.
So Zoom.
Yeah, so Zoom.
Can we not bring all these guests in via Zoom?
I don't remember if you remember what I was talking about before we got sidetracked, but most of these guests aren't going to have a camera or zoom in. That's why I said I know Brock will. I know the Trop D Boys just started setting up. But a lot of the one-off guests, I've told Panjo he better. I hope Ivan L. Like, I hope most of them will. Really. But
They got a
there's...
camera if they got a cell phone.
It's not the same. And there's nothing like being in studio. Like, for instance, with you, like, if I wasn't in studio with you and I was over Zoom, there'd be no way I could physically strangle you. As opposed to being over Zoom,
I'm
it'd
sure
be
you would try.
digital strangulation. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. No disrespect. I'm just talking about respectful strangulation. Like, I respect you so much.
Hey, wait, is that the fun strangulation?
For me, yeah. For you, I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure.
Can we get to this Tammy trailer trash?
Can you not
I can't
dictate where this? I'm not done yet. That's gonna be like a metaphor for how I feel. Okay, so just wait a second.
You feel like big old titties.
God damn it! I shouldn't have brought you on. I knew you were gonna be a problem. When Stuck comes back, it's just gonna be you. That's it. We're gonna give you a mic and let you figure out this whole
stuck
thing.
Right here. I couldn't get out.
Go ahead. You got to keep going, though. See, when you have your own show, you got to say more than just like a sentence or two. You kind of have to paint a picture.
It was my show yet. Okay, so
we're not playing the video yet, so don't rely on the video.
With Trailer Trash Tammy.
See, yeah, you're
Kid
stuck on the
Rock.
video when we're not trying to play the video yet.
All right, well, where are we at?
What are your final thoughts on the studio before we get out of here? What are your final thoughts on what you hope the future could bring for Stuck at Night, Stuck in the Middle?
I hope that it gets broadcast to an even larger and wider audience.
That's
I think it should be. And I hope
you hope it reaches more people.
Yes.
Okay,
exactly.
I can take that.
Yes, because I know that it should be able to, and I hope that everybody that has been on the show will continue to contribute, even if it has to be via Zoom. Because you want all of those.
Right. And here's where I'm just being honest. Like, in 3 years, more realistically, a year and a half on YouTube, we got about 1,230 subscribers, a little over 1,000. There's people who in just 3 months hit 4,000 subs. There's people who've been booted off YouTube and Twitter, mind you, multiple times. And each time they come back, they can gain subs fast. And my point to bring that up is some things just hit instantly and others take time. And obviously, Stuck in the Middle, Stuck at Night is falling into the latter category. Now, there does come a time when you're like, okay, maybe it's not hitting at all. But I think if you were ever to stumble upon that thought, maybe you're not in it for a good reason. So I'm not sure what the future holds in regards to this next iteration of Stuck at Night. What I can tell you is I am optimistic. I want things to work out for Stuck with the Zoom version, but man, can anybody tell me a fantastically good long distance relationship that withstood the test of time? You first, Kimmy.
I got nothing.
And I'm merely being facetious because when you would ask somebody that question, about long distance relationships, they're like, well, that never works.
Well, wait. Now, I was raised in the day where...
Were you?
Yeah.
I was raised at night.
Yeah. Okay, well, whatever. But
whatever.
These days, I think that long distance relationships are key. They have to be key.
They're key.
Yes, absolutely, because people are spread out all over the United States and stuff. So I think these days that it's crazy to think that they don't work.
Look at you. You're a little optimist. Keep it up.
Yes.
Keep it up. Maybe it doesn't make it. Maybe we do make it and, stuck changes again. Maybe we figure out, like a new thing to do. But all I can really fall back on is like this recipe where I enjoy doing it. I know, or at least I think I know, Eli enjoys doing it. And the third part of that.
No, he does. He goes right home.
Would you just stop ruining the moment? God damn it.
He goes home, does it from his closet, his bathroom. He does it the minute he walks through the door.
You done? Anything else you want to interrupt? I was literally about to come to like this nice final point, and you just interrupted it again. Like I was like, you know what? Maybe I shouldn't have brought you on here. You really just, I mean, you're adding levity, much needed, so I appreciate it, but my ego isn't allowing me to laugh or anything like that. I don't appreciate it. I'm trying to be a little serious. You're just like, wait. But I know he does it from his closet. It's like, God, I was just, let a guy make a point before you just blurt out things that really just don't matter. So, if you don't mind, again.
All right.
I got a recipe, okay? And I think.
You think what?
I'm just making sure you don't interrupt here. I got a recipe. And I think the recipe goes such as this. If I enjoy doing it and Eli enjoys doing it, shut up. And you all enjoy watching it. At the very least, I think we have something that even if it's just a small group of us, if we all enjoy it, that's good. That gives us hope to keep moving. Please ruin it again. Because now it just feels forced. Say something stupid, witty, so just go. Go.
As soon as I
blurt it out. What do you got?
As soon as I get something, I'll blurt it out there.
Now you got nothing, huh?
I got nothing except for I'm going to do this shot. Are you ready?
No, I am not ready. I guess this is really your show. Yeah, what else you want to do, huh? You want to just miss this video?
I still want to find out about Tammy Tubby Titties.
Tammy Tubby Titties. That's a tongue twister. Tammy Tubby Titties. Tammy Tubby Titties.
I can't.
Say this 3 times fast. Say Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch.
No, 3 times, not just once.
Irish wristwatch. I can't.
That's good. No. Try it again. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch.
I've never seen you concentrate so hard.
Me neither.
Like on anything important. But that you were like hyper, like Irish wristwatch.
Put me on the spot.
Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch.
What are we saving these for?
In a second, okay? We're almost out of here. This, just for posterity, for the way the show used to work and hopefully still does. I like to go out with a video, and this video is how I feel to all our beautiful audience members and guests, past and present before us. This, if I could express my gratitude in one way, it would be this. This is me. I'm Kid Rock. And
looking like Waylon Jennings.
Mm-hmm. And all you lovely guests and audience members,
Tammy Tubby Titties.
You're Tammy Tubby Titties. I'm the bull god, and you're Tammy Tubby Titties. He chugs a beer. And then guess what? Boom. That's how I'm saying thanks to all y'all.
Ew, come on.
And I'm having a blast.
Look, she is not happy about that.
Yes, she is.
Look at
she
that
can't
face.
even believe she just made out with the bull god.
She's like,
And he's like, fuck yeah, I just made out with Tammy Tubby Titties.
He's the one that looks like he can't believe he just made out with her. Okay, now she looks a little shocked.
What are you talking about? That was her sexy face. Look at that. That was like, I just made out with the bulldog.
I told you. No,
I guess you speak from experience then.
No, from what experience?
I could tell because, wait, never mind. What experience? That looks like my cousin and Mick. Can we go on to the next?
What the hell is Kid Rock looking like Waylon Jennings, first of all? Second of all, what is he doing making out with Tubby Titties? Why?
First of all, I think you're asking the wrong questions. How come he hasn't been making out with Tubby Titties for so long? And what took him so long to look like Waylon Jennings? And the third question is, that doesn't matter because we're not here to crack the freaking mind of Kid. Would you focus? Focus. Go write a to-do list and get back on track. Damn it, woman.
Crack it.
Okay, listen.
And then if you look up there, it looks like they're on a video game or a game show. It says Kid Rock.
You want to see? You want to see why I don't go to the grocery store after I smoke a bunch of weed?
You don't go to the grocery store, period.
Yeah, but you want to know why though? Because if I did, they say never go to the grocery store while you're high shopping, and this is literally me high shopping. Like this is what I'd be doing right here. I'm throwing milk on my head. I'm cracking eggs in my mouth. Like when you got them, I'm just licking the front of monster things. I'm gonna open it up, maybe not take one.
Everything in the cart.
Cause I'm so high. I'm so hungry. Everything. You know what? My stomach looks bigger. My stomach is, my eyes are bigger than my stomach.
What's this dude doing,
though? I don't know. He's just trying to get some more food. Like, he's so hungry.
He's lost.
No, you're incorrect. He's high on marijuana, and he's very hungry. This is definitely just the devil's lettuce.
No, he's messed up.
I mean,
he ain't even eating that shit. He's just throwing it.
Because he can only take a taste of everything.
He ate salt.
If he ate everything completely, he wouldn't be able to go on such a beautiful rampage. As any stoner would, you just take a nibble of something and you move on. You're in a grocery store.
Every bit of it.
You do not. Not when you're robbing a grocery store with their food. I'm here to take a bite of everything.
Shit. He's in there just making a He's on salts.
He's on salts. You saw him just eat pepper.
He is so on salt.
This is marijuana. This is me on marijuana at the grocery store. This is why I don't go shopping when I'm high.
I could put a different visual.
And you'd be following me right around with the camera like this.
It would be a mess, yes, but it'd be a different mess.
What you do, Joe? You too high to shop right now.
You would be getting every.
I want a Lunchable.
We could be getting every sweet there is, and I'd be like, you ain't got to get that.
See, we misunderstood him. He said, I wanted a Lunchable, but when in actuality, he wanted a lunch to bowl. And that's I got a lunch to bowl. Boom.
Yeah,
bowl in.
See, this guy's fucked up on
this is,
He's
dude.
Not even eating.
Listen, I know regs when I've smoked regs, and this is regs right here. This is some powerful shit.
No, this is more like, what's the fake version of weed? What's the fake version of weed? That's what.
Fake weed?
No, it's called something else.
Yeah, fake weed.
Something else.
Weed that is fake.
No, the one that's on cops and stuff.
The one that's on cops.
You know
Dog the Bounty Hunter.
No. What is that fake weed that fucks you up really bad? You know what I'm talking about.
No, it's fake weed. I just revert back to fake weed. Since you were being a big help earlier, I'm going to help you out here. It's fake weed. While we watch this man just destroy a grocery store because he's high on real weed.
He's high on something else.
Not at all. This is me. Every time I go to the grocery store when I'm smoking.
You'd be in the cart and you would gather every sweet that we went past. You would be not being a menace unless it was if somebody didn't let you put that sweet in the cart.
Oh, I didn't know I was talking to Mrs. Literal over here. Good thing you're good with jokes and you know how to improv. No. You'd be walking around just fine, but your sweet tooth would kick in and you'd be grabbing cookies. You'd be grabbing cupcakes.
No,
you'd be grabbing.
You would be a menace though if you weren't allowed to put those sweets in the cart.
Yeah. but you killed it. You're like, no, you would totally be grabbing cookies. You'd be ripping the box open. You'd be tossing the cookies in the air. You'd be ripping the M&Ms out of all the bigger cookies.
Absolutely.
No, you ruined it. You can't. Okay.
This guy.
Only he could save us now.
He's how.
Look at that. Now I know he's bodybuilding. He's training for bodybuilding because he's just eating raw eggs. He saw the recent Arnold video. This guy's gonna be jacked by the time he gets out of here.
What is that? Space weed? What is it called?
No, Space Age Cake. It's a good strain of weed.
Not that one. What is that fake weed called?
I think you're talking about
Somebody out there knows what I'm talking about.
Spike? Spice?
Spice. That's
there you go.
This dude's on Spice. Or soap crystals or salt crystals or what is it?
You know, I wasn't trying to look at the chat, but I couldn't help myself, and I'm glad I did because I can't let go TZ Burton unnoticed, sending $20 in a super chat for the moving fund. He says, gonna miss the show while you're moving. And I'm glad, TZ, you said that at the end because it's only while we're moving. Eli and myself still hope to do the same show. We have our concerns, over Zoom and stuff like that. But as I said before, and as I'm sure Eli has reiterated, if he enjoys doing it and I enjoy doing it and you guys still enjoy watching it, then by golly, we're going to put on a dang show. Yeah. So there's no ifs, ands, or buts about that. We just got to figure out how to get some new guests on and stuff like that and get it going. But
you already got the whole podcast room already set up there in Gainesville.
I do have it eyeballed out. It's going to be a lot more cleaner looking than this.
Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. It's going to a nice establishing shot with a desk. Then, it's going to cut something like this where I can put Eli on this side, where Kimmy is, stuff like that. So hopefully.
And Kimmy will be on that side.
Yeah, Kimmy's going to be way, way out of the room, far gone from me. Maybe in the kitchen, maybe with a broom in her hand, doing whatever a woman.
Sweeping him out of the way.
You could have your sweep cast. I'm going to go on my sweep cast now. That's where I sweep. I do like a 3-hour show. I just keep sweeping for a solid 3 hours, and I say things like, "That's a little dirty right there." Oh, look at that! I missed that, and that's just for 3 hours. So check out Kimmy's Sweepcast. That's going to be youtube.com/Kimmy Sweeps. So keep an eye out for that show. It's coming up soon.
Kimmy sweeps into the podcast.
Let's see what people have to say. First shout out Unspecified, Carscar, Technolificer, Apple Dumpling, TZ, of course, Spyrus, Liberty Lion, Independent. I hope Brandy, of course. I hope you guys understand this isn't your normal show. We're just kind of coming in to kind of say farewell to the studio. Eli is going through a little something right now. I didn't want to bug him with this. So I just figured, fuck it. Let's just come on real quick.
What is Eli going through?
Give a little send off. I'm going to let him talk about that. It's none of my business.
What is you going through? Yeah, well.
Yeah, and thank you, Indy, for all the links and stuff like that. It's much appreciated.
He's made our ship.
I just want to put it out there that I am going to be focusing a lot of my attention on to Stuck at Night. So while I do have that IDK show, my goal is to just kind of give everything to Stuck at Night. Eli and myself are going to work out something where we can deliver, hopefully, a better, more consistent show. So,
can we do this?
Yes, yeah. Let's do a cheers real quick. I wanted to kind of. Can you give me a Coke? Give me a Coke. Give me a Coke real quick.
Give me a Coke, woman.
I don't know. Does anybody feel like calling in? Does anybody want to call in and say what's up to the last send off to the show? I can throw the link up. I don't want to force anybody to. We all yes. Apple Dumpling love to Eli Unspecified. Yes, Eli's looking sexy. Please, Indy, throw up Eli's channel in there. I'm losing my voice. Progressive Patriot. He's doing some real cool shit. He's going to transition into talking about some, a little more recovery themed content. So that's cool too, because that's a whole market out there. That's a whole thing where him and I both feel passionate about that. And I think Eli can do some big shit with that. Technolificer SITM, you do seem to have a dedicated audience member here, Josh. Yes. Well, we do seem to have a few, and we appreciate that. Here, a little cheers to you all out there.
How come I can't see nobody?
Let's take our final cheers to the studio. Appreciate that.
Nobody.
A lot of good times.
Hey, everybody.
I'm gonna wide shot this real quick.
He's got me on blank.
Wide shot. There you go. You can go. There you go. There's the camera to look up to. There you go. Cheers. Hey.
Cheers.
Love
I
y'all.
can't see nothing.
Don't worry about it.
Bottoms up.
Let me see if I had anything. You know, I said this is usually a night where I'm prepping, but I happen to be packing. But in typical Josh form, I still prepped. I can't even. I didn't. I was like, I'm just gonna go on without the intro music and I'm a sucker for production or it's my crutch, like however you want to look at it. But I'm like, I need the intro. I need my talking points I want to hit. I need all that. I need to make sure it's, and that's where Eli does a better job of just like kind of going in the moment and just kind of going impromptu. He doesn't really need notes for kind of how he feels in the moment, where my head is just a little clustered and I kind of got to organize them. But that's why I think we make a good team, and I hope we continue making a good team.
Wait a minute. I'm here now. Forget Eli.
You ain't here now?
I'm right here.
Come on now.
I got a little bit to offer.
Josh wants some Coke. Yeah, I did, but not that kind of Coke. Let me just, I hate to do it, but I'm going to throw it up.
No, don't throw up.
The only reason why I hate to do it is because I don't want to put anybody on the spot. But if anybody wants to say any farewells, please, 399-3631, 954-399-3631. Talk to us the final time in this studio, if you feel like it. No pressure. No pressure whatsoever. No, you're blind. You can't see shit. What do you want to see? I can't double the screen. Okay, here. How about this? Hang on. Hang on. Hang on 1 second. I hope they don't see my ass crack.
Well, you are a plumber.
They might have seen my ass crack. I feel really bad about that. We don't even need to bring this up because we're just about to leave here. All right, hang on 1 second. Let's see.
Did we really cover that? No. What's he doing with Tammy Tubby
Would you
titties?
stop talking about Tammy Tubby titties?
Up there. I have nothing else to look at except for those.
Really bad. Here you go. Oh, hang on. Wow, what clusterfuck. I'm a sucker for production, but goddamn is this bad production right now. Oh, hey. God damn it. Okay.
Now I can see.
Check it out. Let's see. Boom. Oh, my good God.
It almost worked.
I'm panicking. Come on. It's just so stupid. Like, the full screen is on this monitor, yet I click full screen and it wants to go to a different monitor. There you go. So that's what you want to see, or do you want to see people in the chat?
Both.
Your call. Well, you can't see both, okay?
I can see my hair.
Ah, damn it. Plumber's crack. God damn it. Yes.
Where?
Unspecified says sexy Kimmy.
Hey.
TZ says cheers everyone. Plumber crack. God damn it, Kimmy's doing great. Love the intro. Yeah, I'm gonna have to change the intro. Or I mean, I guess we can still be live at Stuck Studios, but that's not gonna be Stuck Studios anymore. Or it's gonna be the new Stuck Studios. So we got some stuff to change. It's overwhelming. That's all. You're good at talking. We just call him Technolificer. And I think the G's silent. Nos.
I didn't. Oh, yes.
Or you could say Gnos. That's fine. So I think, I don't want to leave that up too long. I don't want to pander for calls. I just felt like if anybody did feel like calling and wanted to send us out, I would put that up there and give you all the opportunity. But, it is what it is. Nobody was expecting this. I'm sure Eli is going to see it and be like, what the fuck? We just, par for the course. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. So, with that said, anything else? Does anybody else want to say anything? Kimmy, I mean you, pretty much. Any final send off to the studio? Any final, if you could give a little thank you for what, like anything at all? Or
yes, I do have something. This is not,
AIDS. She has AIDS.
in addition to that.
Oh, never mind. You're overruled. We got a call.
Say something.
Maintain that thought. Talking to your mic.
Macho America.
To accept.
Welcome to the show, Mr. Macho America. Oh, yeah.
Who that is?
Oh, yeah, this is Macho America here. Just wanted to give the show a final call. Well, I guess this would be my first call in a sense. But, oh, yeah, I like Stuck in the Middle, and I'm going to keep on watching it. It's like a grain of sand in the desert. You come across that grain of sand, but it's like the entire desert. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I don't know. And if you don't know...
Call from.
I'm lost. I do have something to say.
Oh, yeah. I have to say, when the cream rises to the top, the cream calls in, yeah. And you got a good speaking voice. Oh, yeah. I think he's gone. He hung up. Are you still there? Hello.
I couldn't make it out.
We lost him.
Make a whole lot of sense.
I don't know what happened. Somebody called in at the end there. Called back. Yeah. Sorry about that. Dude, I can't believe we had the Macho Man Randy Savage call in. That was fantastic. An 818 number just called in. Call back. We don't have call waiting, unfortunately. So our apologies about that. You were saying something there. You remember what you were saying?
Yes,
before you buttoned out.
Call
now, please.
Turd.
You're Bidening. Biden. Don't make that sound. That's bigoted.
No. How?
That's.
So what? It doesn't matter. Anything you do these days is okay. So this show is gonna go on from Gainesville, Florida. And it's going to be at least as good, if not better, than it was before, especially because I will have to probably be helping out. So you're going to have me on the side.
I like how you're getting really getting ahead of yourself. We'll see. You might be helping out. You might not be. Let's see. Oh.
Call from.
Listen, I'm trying to call.
To accept, press 1.
Brother, I didn't mean to interrupt your call. Yeah. You were doing a real good job. Yeah.
Yeah, I was just about at the end. I was going to hand you off, and somehow one of us hit the button. Now, hold on. Let me get the scrawny guy for you.
Yeah.
Get over here, scrawny. What are you talking about?
Is that Eli?
Oh. Hello?
Eli?
Hello?
Are you there?
Hello, this is Liberty Lion.
Oh, Liberty Lion. Hello, sir.
Hi, how are you? Who is it?
When did you become friends?
This is Josh, isn't it?
When did you become friends with Macho Man Randy Savage, Sir Liberty Lion? This is amazing.
Oh, I think he's actually more of a cousin because, Macho Man kind of passed away
right
years ago.
Okay. So you have kind of Macho Man reincarnate.
He was actually one of my favorite. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to talk over you. Go ahead.
No, I was just kind of following up there that your cousin is actually Macho Man reincarnate.
Oh, well, he very well may be. I'm not sure. But, yeah, he does sound like a lot like him, though.
He's good.
Yeah.
He's good. He's good. Liberty, what's going on, my man? Thank you for calling in for the last one. We appreciate you taking the time out of your day to say what's up.
Nothing to it at all. I just want to call in and definitely say, it'll be a little period of transition here as we wait for the new studio to come, but I think that'll be.
Liberty, hold that thought. I'm going to try something. Liberty, hold that thought. I'm going to try something.
Call from.
Apple dumpling.
To accept, press 1.
They're outside and they're wearing.
Apple dumpling.
Apple dumpling.
It's me, Apple dumpling.
What is going on, Miss Apple Dumpling? I feel bad because I thought I thought I saw an opportunity where I could put both you, Apple Dumpling, on the line with Liberty Lion, and now it's not letting me do that. Can you hold? Can you hold 1 second so I can give him a proper goodbye, and then we'll switch right back to you?
Yes.
Okay. Hang on. Apple. Thank you. 1 second.
Apple Dumpling.
Liberty, are you there?
Liberty, are you square?
Liberty, you there? Damn it. I thought it would work. Hang on. Apple, you there?
I am here.
I think we lost Liberty. I just want to say to Liberty, sorry, I was trying to merge you guys. But
Sorry, Liberty.
Yes.
Sorry, Liberty.
We love Liberty. We also love Apple. Apple, how are you doing tonight?
Dumpling.
Hi, I'm doing so well. Timmy, you look so beautiful. You just look
Aw.
naturally beautiful.
No.
Oh,
You're so nice.
Oh,
you're very
yeah.
sweet.
Maybe you're
For
too
real.
nice.
But you need to stop playing with her hair. You already look pretty. That's good.
Yeah, like that's just probably like a nervous tick, you know? Like we
Yes.
all got our nervous ticks and just kind of always adjusting, always,
That or I'm
manipulating.
chewing on my fingernails.
Yeah, stop it. See, Apple just says stop it. You listen to Apple. You know they say an apple a day keeps the doctor away, and Apple knows how to keep you away from a damn psychologist. Stop moving your hair.
Oh, good Lord.
That is also true. My mom's almost 90, eats an apple a day.
Oh.
Damn, that's the secret. That's the secret.
That is a secret. She was a teacher, so people would bring her apples all the time, but she loved apples and sometimes wouldn't eat, but would eat apples.
Are you going to Apple? Are you going to be bearing with us while we have this extended hiatus and we switch over to a new format?
Gainesville.
Shush.
100%.
Nice. Awesome.
See, my soundboard isn't set up.
Yeah.
I can't give you a nice round of applause because that's packed up. I just want to let you know. Thank you. Yes. Hell yes.
So welcome. You're so welcome. I just love the way we all come together. We have different views, but we find something solid that we all stand on most of the time. We can call each other out like we do in a family and come back together.
Yes. And I think, what's weird is I wouldn't necessarily say that like I know you, but because we've interacted over the show, over chat and stuff like that, we have this way about dealing with one another that is, respectful. Like that is like, giving a benefit of the doubt or letting somebody know, hey, it's a little too, like
Or calling each other out.
yeah, or exactly, or calling each other out, where like as complete strangers kind of lack that, and I think all of our hope is just for people to get back to kind of being that way with just random strangers too, is like, giving them some kind of benefit of the doubt without just being against them completely, because, we all know our stances and views on things, and we all don't necessarily agree with them. But here we are, trying to get along and, make this place a better place without being redundant.
You said that very well. And also on the nights when we're looking at videos and things, I think some people maybe have not seen whatever it is we're watching, and other people may have just seen a clip of it on social media. I like how we can spend time in depth, talk about it, and then sometimes people's opinions change because they realize there's more to the story. There is always more to the story.
Oh, that's so awesome.
There is, and sometimes, dare I say, even 50-50, that sometimes there is nothing more to the story too, though. Like in the same respect, where
that is true.
It just is what it is, and I think what at times when we think there's going to be something more to that is how often we are lied to and manipulated, where when we see this normal story that is what it is, we can't help but be human and be like, no, there's got to be some angle to this. They had to manipulate this somehow.
You're right, and a lot of times it's cut and dry, and the real story is seeing how we're being manipulated, or seeing how what the bigger picture is behind it,
Right.
rather than what we're really looking at, right? Because a lot of times it's especially these last 2 years, it's just been about distraction, whatever it is, whether it's a riot, and I live out here in LA, so
Damn.
a lot of times it's a lot of times it's distraction for what's happening or an event that's going on around us, and they don't want anyone to know, or they don't want them to watch the news. So XYZ happens.
Real quick, Kim, I know you want to say something. Just try to remember. But this is why I'm torn too, kind of like doing like I know, and I know Eli knows like that we're not the only ones, nor are we ever the first ones to kind of, you know, talk about a subject that people are kind of just getting wind of. Like normally we are kind of receiving that information and kind of speaking on it in the moment. And my point is, it just seems like we're conflicted. Sometimes we just want to fucking take our eyes off of all the bullshit that's going on in politics and just kind of talk about some more silly culture stuff. But it does feel like if you don't talk about it, if you aren't just a person with how you feel on that subject, it works against the bigger goal, which is to kind of expose some of this stuff. So, you know, we're torn. Like, you know, I don't always want to talk about politics. Like there's a bunch of more silly stuff that happens in pop culture and entertainment, but we just can't help ourselves sometimes just to go over like, wow, the news blatantly lied there, or wow, you know, the president did a great thing there and the media saying it didn't, or vice versa. You know, the government is saying it was fantastic and the media is saying it's not. Like just pointing out some of the hypocrisies and stuff like that, just like it's hard to steer away from. So I don't think we'll ever lose that, but I don't know.
Actually,
it's imperative to do that. Go ahead, Kimmy. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I'm glad that Josh does what he does, because
Would you stop it?
I sit back and I take a break from all of this shit. I don't take
And you wouldn't know if he didn't tell you.
I don't take an interest in any of this shit. I might look into it here and there. And
which is crazy because like what I even kind of tell you is like just it's scratching the surface. I'm not like I got the hard facts. I'm just like kind of, you know, almost, you know, in a simple way playing devil's advocate.
Interest in something, I'll ask. But I sit back, but I know this shit is going on left and right. And I am probably in the minority that I don't take an interest in this shit.
No, you're not a minority, unfortunately.
Well, that's actually not unfortunate. That's fortunate, because who wants to take part in all this bullshit constantly?
People who have a vested interest in the future.
Yes, I know. I get it. And I'm glad that you do. But never mind.
I'm not doing anything special.
No, what you're saying, I'm sorry, Josh. What she's saying is very much what I think echoes most people, and that's what's really important for a show like this and other shows to maybe not spoon feed it, but give a smaller amount. That's not so overwhelming. Kind of what you just said about we're always going to have to cover some of it. It's very important because a lot of people, it's very stressful. Who wants? I mean, ask V or Indy or any of the other people that are really in on it all the time. It's suffocating, right? So for people who can't compartmentalize, or maybe look at how you prep for the show, and there's certain people I think who can handle more information than others. But my point is everybody's going to have to take a part of it. That's why we're where we're at right now. Do you think I want to talk about it? Hell no.
Right.
Who wants to listen to all of this and become educated and filter who we should follow? At this point, I follow Javon Hutton Pulitzer every single day because he's in on it. They just found Arizona Maricopa County. Maricopa County is the fourth largest county in the United States. Fourth largest county, okay? And Maricopa was lost, if you will, by 10,400 and some odd votes. They just proved 19,000 ballots were invalid.
Wow.
What's that say? Right there. And that's just one thing. But every single day in the last week, something new has come out. And so when you follow Jovan, it's not, I don't think it's stressful because you're learning something. You know, it's not just
you know what too? And I'm trying to say this delicately because I'm trying to just be careful with YouTube too, but I do think that a lot of this stuff, people weren't aware. Like, I do think some shit has always been happening when it comes to,
Correct.
Our erections, if you will. I know that's a safe word.
Correct.
I think this stuff has always been happening. What I think is going on, my personal opinion, with this election is close to the same stuff, but now there's more eyes on it. And there is more people asking questions than there has before, because just by pure volume of the amount of people who voted in the last election.
Bingo. They never expected that.
They never expected that. What I battle myself with is I like Bill Barr. And I respect his decision when he said, there was shit going on, but I don't think it was enough. I keep my mind open for new information. But at that time, I almost do think it is like with what Time Magazine said, like, the establishment got together and just really propagandized people against Trump. People weren't voting for him. They were voting against him. So that's kind of where I fall with that for the sake of YouTube.
I follow you.
But I think the idea that more and more people are aware of flaws in the erection system, I think at the very least will help in future erections. Oh, fuck. I'm fucked. Here we go.
But, but after 2 years, there have been a lot of naysayers saying if you have something, show it, or there's not enough, what you just said about what Bill Barr said. However, what I just told you and what's being revealed now are facts. Go to Gateway Pundit. It's in Gateway Pundit yesterday or today, what I'm telling you.
Yes.
And they've laid it all out. So it's now becoming mainstream 2 years later almost. Why? Because it's taken that long to file the FOIAs and to fight for everything that they got. But they didn't count on it happening. So now things that people call conspiracy theories a year and a half ago, what do you know? There's a videotape that has come up. And, when you log into a computer, there's a log report. They now have that. So the evidence is now undeniable, completely undeniable.
Right.
Refutable.
And I look forward to a day when...
That's why we all have to learn something.
Agreed. And I think now is the best time than ever to kind of be intrigued by things. So,
Yes, because now this is proof. Here it is. So for someone like Kimmy, like I said, you just give a small amount. You say, here, let me just show you this one. This is how they did it. Oh, wow. Because there's so many ways. If just 5 people could know 5 different ways and we all come together, that's what it's about. Nobody has to carry a big backpack. We just all need to, let's say we're at a kid's game and we all know soccer or baseball or whatever sport you want to pick, but we all know the rules. Every one of us could be a referee. So that means any one of us could spot something, even if we're not the true referee. That's what every American needs to be.
I think what sense? 100%. And what I also think it shows too is how overwhelmed people can get. If they're just giving a bunch of information, whether it be true, they just get like, it's almost like you gotta, and that's exactly what our government does in regards to maybe certain diseases floating out there, where how the information changes over time, but we've known all this information pretty much up front. So they drip feed it over a certain amount of time because people can't take in information all at once. So things are changing, and there's certain ways people can take in information now where they can take it in at their own time. They can go back to it. They can revisit it. And it's not just, cut and dry anymore, which is a fantastic thing. Fantastic thing.
Agreed.
Apple.
It is fantastic.
Yes. Apple, I appreciate you calling in here. I can't thank you enough. Is this the first time you've ever called in?
Actually, it is.
Yes,
Yay.
I knew it. The first time, our last in studio show, I love the juxtaposition. No, seriously, it's really cool. So thank you so much for that.
You're welcome. I really wish you both well, and it's going to be a good step forward, I'm sure.
Yes, we're going to try to get Progressive Patriot to take over a time slot or two while we're gone, maybe sometime next week. And hopefully, if all goes well, we should be back August 22nd or the 23rd. So give us a few weeks to get set back up and going for Stuck, and we should be back at it. So thank you, Apple, and we appreciate your I appreciate your optimism. Like, there's so much more there that I can't put words on, but at the very least I can call optimism, and I appreciate that energy, and it's carrying over to us, to myself, to Eli, to Kimmy even. So thank you so much, Apple. We appreciate it.
Good. I appreciate it. I appreciate you guys and all the hard work you put into everything. I really do.
Thank you
really
much.
Do. So
thank you much, Apple.
Blessings to you both, Josh.
Love you. Thank you. We'll talk to you later. Apple, everybody. Liberty line, I thought I was going to call him Steve. Liberty, are you still there? Liberty? He's still on hold. Okay, I'm going to hang up on him. Okay, I hung up on you, Liberty. Real quick, I'm going to give it another 30 seconds, including the delay. If anybody else wants to say something, feel free. If not, this is where we call it. And this is the day I unplugged the power to this computer in the last time in this studio. And that's it. We are done broadcasting from this here little... You used the word erection improperly. The Trump erection was incited January 6th. There are no huge erections in November. Well, there's the... What do you call it? There's the gubernatorial... Gooberner? You're a goober. There's the one where you fucking... There's the 2022 coming up. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it's not a big one, but isn't this where, like, a lot of the right takes back the House, takes back the Senate, stuff like that? Give me... Shush. Why are you so... You're so blonde, even though that's not your natural hair color. The word that we're saying is in place of the other word, because if we say the other word that you just said, we could get booted. So we use code words. We call it an erection. I'm gonna grab that laugh and just play. Yeah, I'll get that. You're screwed. It's gonna be on replay for everybody. Oh boy. Just looking at the chat here. Goober Peanut Gallery. Gotcha. Thank you, Karscar. Much appreciated. Spot on with that. You know what? Here's what we'll do. I'm gonna play you one final public freakout video. This will be this is just funny. I don't care who you are. It's just funny right here. I like the fact that this lady thought she was about to get away. She was like, all right, I made it. That's it. I'm in the clear. Say something to him, Kimmy. Go ahead, say something to him, Kimmy. So this lady is like, oh yeah, I'm getting arrested. Psych. Have you ever seen somebody run this fast? Is my question. I didn't do nothing wrong, which is obviously what the first thing somebody says who did like everything wrong. Yeah. I didn't do nothing wrong. What you want, problem, ma'am? Say something to him, yeah, say something to the officer, Tammy. Is this Tammy Big Tits? Tammy Tubby Titties? All right, hang on.
Doing nothing wrong. Leave. Let's go.
She just juked like, I don't. She said, bitch, let's go. Like, what do you think? Like, the size of you, young lady. How dare you try to juke a police officer? How far do you think she gets?
I don't know. I hope. I don't know.
What do you hope?
I don't know what I hope.
I hope she jukes him and runs away.
I don't know that for a fact, because maybe I don't want to be on her side.
I don't know what she did, but the gall of her to be like, I can outrun you, fatty.
Yeah,
It's like, excuse me?
He's double his
Fucking
daddy.
purple Kool-Aid shirt having person? What do you mean? Like, you look like the Kool-Aid woman.
She does look like Kool-Aid.
Doing nothing wrong.
And she kind of breaks through a wall like one, too. Bitch.
Fitz, let's go. Fitz, Elsie!
I mean, that's not even like you have to, what is it called? Risk assessment, right? You have to say, listen, if I can make it 100 feet but get tackled, it's worth it. You know, I gave the cop a run for my, like, I just ran away and he tackled me. Like, that wasn't worth it.
She got 10 feet.
Bitch, let's go.
Fitz, let's go.
Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Sweet, sweet.
Fitz, Elsie!
Bah. Sweet. Okay, one more, just for shits and giggles. This one's called "Karma Makes You Stiff," just like the erections do.
Well, also, like Kenny does when we put that jacket on him and he stands there and falls.
You got to learn how to use a mic, man.
What do you mean? Maybe my mic ain't working. Hello? Anybody? See, it wasn't working.
I forgot I muted you. That's my bad. Okay, check this out. This is I don't care who you are. This is funny right here. Not because of the knockout, but because of what he does when he's knocked out.
Mm.
I think we need some audio on this.
Mm.
You see who fucking run?
Oh,
Yo, I ain't no bitch, dog.
ready? Look, he fights back. Ugh. He's completely knocked out. Like, you know what he looks like is when you flip like a bug with the shell over on its back and they're like kicking like that. That's what it looks like happened to him. Like he got flipped over on his shell and he just go.
You see who fucking run?
Ooh.
Yo, I ain't no bitch, dog.
I'm trying to figure out how
That's
long
how
I
Will
had
Smith.
no mic.
That's how Will Smith would have liked to think he slapped Chris Rock.
Yes, of course.
Yo, I ain't no bitch,
And
dog.
look,
That ain't
He's
the way it
There's a
happened.
bug on his shell. What?
What?
That on camera.
How long did I not have a mic?
I don't know, but you got a Josh right now. What's up? I'll be here for 3 weeks. How you doing? Listen, let me play a song here to get out of here in memoriam
To get
of
out
Stuck
of this.
Studios. So we used to use this song as our old intro, and today I use it as our outro.
Extra.
What?
Extra?
Extra? What is wrong with you?
I didn't.
Are you feeling okay?
It's the extra.
This is the extra. And then next we got the intrexit. God damn
What
it.
the fuck is that?
If you got to ask, then you don't know.
I don't know.
This is for all the OGs who's been on Stuck in the Middle.
Stuck in the
Here,
middle with
final
you.
cheers. Final cheers. Everybody out there, thank you much. We love you.
Stuck in the middle with you.
We hope you stick around. Kimmy can't get enough of it. She's like, what song is this? And then she heard the backup vocals. Stuck in the middle with. She's like, now I know what song it is. You can't hold that above my heads no more. Damn, you're simple. Okay.
Did I say that?
You know what? I'm simple too. Bad Josh. TJ's a bad Josh. Listen,
Cheers.
lovely fans,
Bottoms
lovely guests, lovely Kimmy, and everybody in between. Thank you so much for
Guys,
giving us
follow us
3
to
years
Gainesville.
in this studio.
Follow us to Gainesville.
They're not gonna know, and nothing's gonna be different. They're just gonna see me and Eli on the chat. But this is for us. But yes, please follow us to Gainesville. Try to stick out what the show will be in 3 weeks. With that said, much love. Cheers. Give me a cheer. Give me. There we go.
Stuck in the middle. Oh, I was gonna say something. Stuck
Yeah.
in the middle with cheers.
We're still live, man. We're gonna let that's it. We're gonna let you have the last word. What you said, your bigoted racist comment.
I
Eli will love that. Unspecified said, Kimmy's feeling good. She's feeling real good right now. I'm afraid what she would do in 1942. Okay? That's how good she's feeling. Jesus Christ. Are you going to apologize for that?
What do I apologize for?
There's no
Stuck in the middle.
There's no Jews here. Everybody, we love you. Thank you. Stick around. We'll see you at the end of August.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
Sounds like
Shut up. Let us fade out, would you? God damn it.
stuck in the middle.
You're just still going, huh?
Can't help it. It sounds like it.
Because it is it. It's the song. It's Stuck in the Middle song. That was our first. God damn it. I'm just trying to fade the fucking thing out. No. Oh my God. That's good we're going on break now.